So we are going to learn the training Azure Data Engineer. So this is that our course. But in this course, what are the components we are going to learn it now? The Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Bricks. These are the major resources what we are going to learn it during this our training period. And storages perspective, we are going to use that Azure Blob Storage, Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure SQL Database. These are the storages we are going to use it. And we are going to learn that our one more resource, it is called that Logic Apps. This Logic Apps, we are going to use it for that mail sending feature in the cloud. And we are going to learn it Azure, the Key Vault, which we can use it for that credential manager. Credential manager, we are going to use it. So these are the major components we are going to learn it. And different storages, if you are having in our business now, how we can connect to that storages. Like you may have that your business data that AWS environment. Suppose if you are having your business data in that your AWS environment now from the Azure, how we can connect, we will see that one. And suppose Snowflake, if you are using as one of the data warehouse in your business now, how we can connect with the Snowflake from the Azure Data Factory. That is the one we are going to learn it. And Cosmos DBs is one of the database. If it is available in your project now, you should know how to connect with that one. So how we can connect. We are not going to learn these technologies or either this AWS or Snowflake or Cosmos DB because we are going to learn that Azure only. But from the Azure, how we can connect with these different technologies. That is the one we are going to learn it. And REST API, if you are having as a source data now, so how we can get the data from that REST API. Suppose if your data available in that on-premises environment, your local environment, because Azure is a cloud, right? So from the Azure cloud, if you want to connect with your on-premises data center now, so how we can connect it? So that on-premises, so data connection, we will learn it. And for the Databricks purpose, we should know that one PySpark. So the PySpark, we are going to learn it. But the PySpark, if you want to understand now, you should know the Python. So that Python also, we are going to learn it here. And finally, so actually the Python, PySpark. So Python, we are learning to understand the PySpark. PySpark, we are going to use in the Databricks. So the Databricks actually going to run in that Spark engine. So we should know what is that Spark architecture. So the Spark architecture, we should know that one. So the Spark architecture concept, we are going to learn it. So then we will use that one Azure Snaps, how we can use it. So all together we can use it inside of the Azure Snaps. So that Azure Snaps, how we can use all these things, what we are using the data factory, what we are using the Databricks, all together we can use it instead of the snaps. So that one I will show you how to use it. So here, finally, we are going to use that CI/CD concept. That CI/CD, so we are going to use it for that deployment purpose. So the deployment, one environment to another environment. So if you want to deploy your pipeline or your project, so how we can do it now? Using this CI/CD only we can do it. So the CI/CD, we are going to use it for the deployment purpose. That one also we are going to learn it. So these are that high level area what we are going to learn during this period. So the overall training actually it will come like that one around 50 hours. So 50 hours we have to spend it. Sometimes it may be that 55, 60 hours. It depends upon that our discussion what we are going to spend the daily basis. Okay, so around 50 hours it will take the time. So daily, if you are spending that only 1 hour now, at least we need that 2 months of time, because Monday to Monday to Friday we are going to conduct the session. 1.5 hours. Sometimes it will be extended. So it depends upon the topic what we are going to discussing on that day. And the important thing is hands-on. The hands-on is very, very important. So you have to do the practice. So what I'm teaching daily basis, that topic actually you have to do the practice. For the hands-on purpose, you need that Azure portal account. Azure portal account. That Azure portal account, if you want to create it now, you need that one credit card, okay, and you need that one mobile number, and you need that your one Outlook mail ID. Better to keep that one Outlook mail ID. You can use that Gmail also. So either you can use that Outlook or that Gmail. So credit card is mandatory. Mobile number is mandatory. One mail ID is mandatory. Okay. So once you created that account now, so 30 days trial period available. The trial period, everything, whatever available in the Azure platform, that 30 days, it's totally free. Either the 30 days or that something around 13,500 INR. They will give it. Okay. So they will give this amount. Whatever you are going to use it, so that usage is actually every usage is chargeable here. Yeah. So they are charging for everything. But beginning first time they are giving this much amount. So it will be credited in your account automatically once you create that new account in that Azure portal. So that one, it will be deducted, whatever you are using, that one, it will be deducted from this amount. Either this amount or that 30 days, which is completing first. So from that day, from that next day of that one, so that your free trial will be expired. Got it? Either 30 days or that amount, this 13,500, which is completing first. So from that day, so your trial will be expired. Then you have to upgrade your account into that one, pay as you go. Pay as you go. This is a subscription.
Yeah.
Listen everything. I will tell you everything. Then you can raise the question. Okay. I'll give the time. So pay as you go is that our next subscription. After that trial period, you have to use that pay as you go subscription. This subscription, you have to upgrade from the trial to this one. Yeah. So once you upgraded, after that one, whatever you are using, so everything it will be chargeable, and that amount, it will be, so what is that one? So get it from that your credit card automatically in every month. There will be a period based on that your account creation date. So once that bill generated now, from the bill generated date, 15 days or something, it will be that due dates. So the particular date, the amount will be deducted automatically from that your credit card. But you have to be used very carefully since you are using first time now. So you have to use that very carefully. So carefully means, for example, one scenario we are discussing today. So the same one you are doing, I'm talking about that one after that free trial completion. So you are doing that practice. So that one, if you are, for example, one storage you are creating and you are doing some logic. So you have created one blob storage, you have created one data factory. Okay. So you have done some logics now. So you have done that your practice. After completing that practice, safer side, delete everything immediately. Delete everything immediately. Okay. Why? Because now, so if you are keeping that all the storages, all the resources, what you are using for that your practice, if you are keeping all the resources now, so it will be chargeable that our daily basis. Well, how long you are keeping that resources, so they will charge it. Suppose if you delete that everything now, permanently delete that everything now, they will charge you only that usages only what you have done it hourly basis. So they will calculate something, they will deduct them. So you can save that money in that way. Okay. If you are doing like this properly now, you can save the money, make maximum within. So it depends upon that time, how many number of times you are creating the resources, how many hours you are using that resources. So if you are doing, if you are using properly now, so within 1,000 or 1,500, you can manage it every month. Okay. But first to 30 days, it will be trial only. So during that period, so that amount, the 13,500. So within that amount, if you are using now, so they will deduct from that amount. Suppose, no, I'm having multiple credit cards. So using that one credit card, I will use that my account. After the trial period, can I delete or cancel that subscription? Yes, you can cancel that subscription. If you cancel it now, that account so will be like deactivate. So using that new credit card, using that one, you can create that another account. That account better to keep that separate mail ID for also that one, because the mail ID will be considered as a username for that your accounts. So if you need that one separate one now, you can create that separate mail ID and separate new credit card, and then you can create that new account again. Again, it will give that 30 days trial. So the same amount they will give it to you. So again, but it will be considered as a new account. So that new account will not have that anything what you have developed or what you have keep it in that your previous old account. It will not be available because this one will be considered as a new account. So like that, many cards if you are having that one now, you can use it each one for the every 30 days. This is another option. Okay. So this account we have to create it, but no one just create no one create that account immediately. I will tell you when you have to create that account, because first 5 to 6 or 7 classes we can use that free account is that without using that our credit card. Some sandbox server is there. The sandbox server we can use it. So but sandbox server is a limitation only. So but basic things we can learn it from the sandbox server. For that sandbox server, we don't want to go with that any credit card. Okay, so I will show you that one. So that one first you can create, then you can go with that account creation using that credit card. I will tell you all those things how to do that one. Okay, until that one, don't create that your account using the credit card, because once you created one new account now, from that day your trial period will be calculated. So unnecessarily you will lose the days. Okay. because immediately you cannot start anything in that environment for the hands-on purpose. So then why we have to create the account? So unnecessarily we are losing the days. Okay, we are going to lose. So no need. I will tell you when you have to create that account. At that time, you can create that account. Okay, fine. Now regarding this, any doubt if you are having now you can ask.
Yeah, I mean, once we create the account, we give the card, and
Hmm.
after 30 days, we can't, we will not that deactivate or we can't delete, means any deduction is happens in that card.
Yeah, that one actually here. What is the problem now? That your free trial will be expired, and whatever you have developed, nothing will be there until
Okay,
you upgrading into the pay as you go. Nothing will be happening.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Anybody having any other doubt? Otherwise, we will go to the next one. So, can I move?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Right. Now, let's come to that our technical part. So, we are going to learn that Azure Data Engineering course. So, if you are working, if you learn this course now, we are going to work as a Azure Data Engineer. Azure Data Engineer. The data engineer. What is the role of the data engineer? See, usually data engineer, what they are doing now. Simply, I'm telling you first. See, here I'm having that one storage environment. Okay, I'm having that one storage environment. That storage, it may be that your database, or that storage, it may be that your files, anything, it can be that one. So here I'm having another environment. Just imagine we are having two environments. Okay. Usually, the every business, what we will do it now, we will not keep the data in that place where we are getting the first time. Yeah. Actually, the data, what we are going to get it from the business, the data, first where we are going to get it, that place immediately or after some days, it depends upon the business. From that place, we will move it into that another place. This is will be happened usually. So one place to another place, we will move to the data. So this data movement, so it's called that migration. Data migration. The technically it's called that migration. So the data migration, who going to do that one now? The data engineers going to do that one. The data migration, who going to do? The data engineers going to do that one. So one place to another place, if you want to move the data now, so that is called migration. That migration, who going to do that one now? That data engineer. So we are going to work as a data engineer, so we are going to do that one. Fine. So source to target. But source to target, source is one environment. That environment, it may be that your cloud environment, or that your on-premises environment, okay, or that your so yeah, both on-premise or cloud environment. That data, it may be that your DB or that files, anything. It may be anything. Okay. So, but one environment to another environment, usually we will move the data. This is to be happened in the every project. Fine. Now, if you want to move the data now, how we are going to move it? We need some technical support, right? We need the technical tools. So that technical tool, usually it's called ETL tool. So which is called ETL tool? The tool which is we are going to use it for migrating the data from one environment to another environment. That tool is called ETL tool. That tool is called ETL tool. Okay. So that ETL, what is the meaning of ETL? So full form of the ETL. Extract. So transformation and load. And load. So extract, transformation, and load. So here, extract, transformation, ETL, the first letter is called ETL. So E T L. ETL. Extract, transformation, and load. So ETL, how we can do it? Extracting data from that your source environment. Extracting data from the source environment. So load to the target environment. But what is the meaning of transformation? The transformation, we are going to do that one using that our tool. So here, the data from one format to another format, we are going to change it. That changes is called transformation. The changes is called transformation. See here, we will take that one small scenario. See, we are having the data like this. We are having the data like this. Okay. See, take it one scenario. See here, this one. Imagine I'm having that one student details who inquiring the course. So his name is Siva. He is from Chennai. So in Chennai, which location? So Ashok Nagar. So Chennai is the city name. So state is Tamil Nadu. Country, India. And what is his contact number? Something. And for which course he entered? Azure Data Engineer course. Right? This is the one we are going to have the data like this. Imagine this information available in that my Excel or CSV file like this. Okay. But as per our business reason, what I want to do now, all this data, finally, I want to store it into that my database, because my business data, all business data, final data, I'm going to keep it in that database. That database where it is available now, it is available in that target site. So that target, so we'll have that my database table. So the table. So here, so the table will be available like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 columns. Actually, we need it. So just for our understanding purpose, I'm taking very small sizes, means we're having less area only. So here 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this, 7, 6 and 7. Okay. So what I want to do now, so this data, first I need that name and that area name and city name and country name and contact. So what I'm missing?
State.
So state we are missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here city, state, and so country. So then contact. So like this, we have to keep the data. But what is the problem here now? Here I'm having the data like this. This data will be considered like a single column data. Single column data. If this data, if I'm storing into here now, because this data, so in my source environment, how it is there now, it is like my Excel data. It is CSV file. So it will be like this one. So here, this all information, it will be available here. Okay, so here, so fine. This one. But this data, if I am storing into this one now, all this data, it will be stored here as like one column value. This is not a right way. So I need all this. Now it is considered like a single values. It's considered like a single values. But this is not a right way to store into that my target, because the target having that separate column for each value. What I have to do now, this value, I want to separate it like this. Here, so totally 6 we are having, right? So this value, I want to change it into like this one. See, now I'm having separate section for each value. Having separate section for each value. See here, and see here, state, India, mobile number, something like this, course, the full detail. Now this data, the expected format of that your target enrollment. The target enrollment, we have to store the data as a rows. The rows. We have to store the data like a rows. So column by column, you have to store it. So if you're going to do that one column by column process, but actual data, it is like a single data, but the single data I'm separating like this. See, you are changing your data. So this to this, you're changing the data. So this to this, right? So this one here actually, this one. So this data, you have changed it from this to this. So this is called transformation. This is called transformation, right? You're changing your data format, one structure to another structure based on the business scenario. Or else, see, I'm having the data like this. Just I'm taking. Fine. So I'm having like this. Okay. See, simple understanding. I'm having subject marks 50, 65, 45, 75, something 80. Like this, I'm having. Okay. So like this, I'm having. But when you're storing into the target side, if you want to store it now, so here, so 1, so 2, sorry, 1, 2, this is that second column. You're the target side, you're having all these details like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be that subject 1 mark, the subject 2 mark, the subject 3 mark, subject 4 1, subject 5 1, subject 6 is called total. It's called total. So if you are copying this value and storing this value, now it is not right way, correct? Because copying and storing now, you will get this one, the 50. The 50 you will get it. And that 65 you will get it. The target side you will get the 65 and 45. Right? So that 75 you will get it. So that 88 you will get it. But total, the total you want to get it. So the total, how you can get it? For that one, what you have to do now, you have to write the logic here. Before storing into the target side, you will write the logic for adding all subjects. You will write the logics. Okay. You're going to write some logic, right? That logic. So you are doing based on that your business requirement. Based on that your business requirement. Here, simple addition. So you are writing something for achieving some requirement. So this is called transformation. This is called transformation. So you are doing something for your requirement purpose. You are writing some logic for your writing, for your business purpose, right? So this is called transformation. So changing your data, using your data, you are doing some changes. Using your data, you are doing some changes for your business requirement purpose. This is called a transformation. Then you are going to load the data. So this is the purpose we are using that ETL tool. That ETL tool. So here, what we are going to use it now, we are going to use that our ADF. ADF means Azure Data Factory. Azure Data Factory. And one more tool is that Azure Databricks. Okay, Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks. This one totally without code, UI, graphical way we can do it. Okay, so without code we can do it. But this one, so script we are going to write it. So using that our PySpark. Using that our PySpark. So these two tools. So here, these two, out of these two tools, this one we are going to use it for that injection, and this one we are going to use it for that, mainly we are going to use it for the transformation of the huge volume of data. So injection means bringing data from one environment to another environment without doing any transformation. After bringing the data, we can go with that transformation, like these changes based on that your business. You are going to do some changes. That transformations we can do it using this Databricks. Usually, using that Azure Data Factory also we can do the transformation. But big data, if you are using now, big data now, huge amount of data. Okay, that time we will go with that transformation. Okay, so all these things you will get to know that one once you complete that your training. Now, the end of the time you will get to know very clearly where we are going to use the data factory, where we are going to use the Databricks, how we can use it, how we can do the transformations, everything you will get to know very clearly. But the important thing, again and again, I'm telling you, so that hands-on is very, very important. How you are going to spend the time for hands-on, that is very, very important. Okay, you have to spend some number of hours daily. That is important. So 1 hour you are spending for attending session now. At least you have to spend the time for 2 to 3 hours for your practice. So it is very, very important. So then only so you can learn so very quickly, and you can try to attend the interviews very quickly. Okay. So the data engineer, what they are going to do now. So this type of task only they are going to do when they are working. Here I have explained everything at a high level using these scenarios. What is that role of the data engineer? How that ETL going to perform? The technically, so it's called ETL process. The ETL, how it is going to do that one. Clear? So that's all about that introduction part. What is that Azure data engineering? What you are going to learn it, everything. Actually, I have explained it. So if you are having any doubt now, you can ask. Nazreen, have any doubts? I'm not able to hear you. Your mic is showing. Okay. Anybody having any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So are you able to understand what I have explained?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine. So the next session, I will start with the scratch. So first 1 or 2 sessions, it will be the theoretical only. We are going to understand what is that cloud, what is that our Azure platform. So those things only we are going to learn it. So after that one, we will go with that our hands-on part. Actually, session it will be in the hands-on way only. Everything I will show you, and everything I will do it in front of you. Okay, whatever topic we are going to learn, everything the practical way I will teach you. So it will be so easy to understand. But the same way you have to follow when you are doing the practice. Okay. So that's all for today. So we will meet again tomorrow the same time. Bye.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.